Welcome to another exciting show of the Black Shield, brought to you by Andre the Beast Creighton. Blooper number one. Yeah. So join me today. I'm Rashid, the Lightford. Join me today is my brother, Big Dre Ewing, and brother Excalibur Miller.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some exciting topics. And today, I believe we're going to talk about the weight of the badge, the weight of the shield that we wear.
Oh, it's heavy.
It's going to be heavy, especially being black brothers already in this business, right?
Yes.
Wow. So we're going to talk about the weight of it.
It's deep.
Right? So I guess I'll pass the mic over to one of you brothers. Let me know, let's talk about the some of the experiences you had as being a black man. It's maybe someone talking to you about why you became the police, why you the ops, why you the pigs.
Bro, my experience, man, normally comes from, I told you guys earlier from the previous episode, my dad, God bless him, God bless the dead, he got on me. He didn't want me to be in law enforcement at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just for me being a black man and know how it's going to look to our community, we're going to like a sellout. But, just like my dad, he forgot I got his personality. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is something I wanted to do. I feel like I'm helping out my community by doing what I'm supposed to do as an officer. I treat everybody the same, brother.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Black, white, red, yellow, whatever you are, man, you gonna get it. You break the law, I don't care. I lock my own damn brother up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right.
I told him that.
Wow.
I told him that.
That brother deep.
I told him
the
that.
family reunion.
It's gonna be messy, right?
Dude.
It's gonna be very awkward. I said, you broke the law, bro. I can't turn my head. I gotta lock you up, bro. I got a family to feed. Bro. I gotta do my job, man. But the way it's a badge, man, it's heavy, especially as black males, man. You know how the community look at us. They're gonna look at us as sellouts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They think we already, quote unquote, working for the white man, doing the white man job. At the end of the day, nah, bro, we just doing our job, man.
That's right.
This is what we signed up for.
That's right.
If you break the law, bro, you gotta go to jail.
That's right.
You gotta get a ticket.
That's right.
It's called being responsible. It's called doing right. It's called not breaking the law, people. That's all it is, not breaking the law.
That's it.
Man, what you got, Drake?
Man, we're gonna have prayer over Brother X, man. we gonna give him some grace oil.
Invite me to the next family reunion. I got to be there.
We gotta give him some grace oil, brother. Calm him down, man. Man, somebody get some carbs. He ain't all buffed over
carbs
here.
Yet,
he
man.
ain't no carbs.
I'm low on carbs,
he said
bro.
he gonna lock everybody up, man.
If you break the law, everybody
Good
get it.
night, boy. Come on, Dad. It's the shield.
Community guy. Let's go ahead and do it, man. What you got, bro?
Man, let me tell you something. The weight of the shield, man, it can get real heavy.
Yeah.
And you said it, man, just to echo just the fact of how people and the optics, they look at you in the neighborhood. They sit back and they're like, hey, man, are you going to sell out? Are you going to be even? Are you going to do the right thing? And you know what's deep is now that I've been a police officer for this many years, almost 30 years, man, the community and guys that were in the neighborhood said, man, I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it was one of us. I'm glad, man, that you actually gave me a break or two in a situation because someone else didn't.
Right.
So man, that weight is deep when it's on your shoulders because your coworkers and most police departments, depending on where you are heavily male white in the process. So it's like you showing them that this is what I can do the job. But then in the community, you can't just put the hammer down on everybody who also gets.
Hold on, big dog. Hold on. So I agree with you saying. Totally what you saying, right? And I get it. You're right. And I do that. But when I said what I said, I gave people chances. Sometimes, man, chances run out.
Yeah.
Right.
Chances run out.
Right.
Yeah.
And what you just said happens. Like, I was glad it was me. Anybody else, I would have been in trouble. And I let them know straight up. Yeah, it was me this time. If you keep doing it, you got to take a ride, bro. Or you got to get the citation.
Yeah.
Whatever you doing. You got to hold responsible at some point. You can't keep doing it.
Correct.
And that's what I'm saying is that's the weight. They think because we're black and we got this position, we got to give them a pass. That's cool. But we still got a job to do. We can't keep giving you a pass every day because then that's going to fall back on us. And then you might end up doing something real stupid when I could have gone and handle it at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is real, but still, you you still got to bear a little weight and responsibility. For what they do.
That's true. That's true. And the one thing is about for law enforcement, you can't always give a break because again, you catch somebody DUI and you're like, man, you only a block away from your house. Just go ahead. Wow. Where most accidents happen. Close to your house, right?
Oh, yeah. We can't do that.
He done ran up in somebody's house and killed up a whole bunch of folks. And guess what? They gonna see that. Oh, he was just stopped. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it happens. The weight of the badge, the weight. You know, a lot of people call us Uncle Toms. I am Uncle Tom. I am Uncle Tom.
Watch out.
I'm telling you why. But see, everybody said they ain't read the Uncle Tom's Cat.
Watch out.
I was just about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't read Uncle Tom. Everybody ain't read Uncle Tom. They parrot something they done heard and they do that. Uncle Tom died not selling out.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom got beat for not selling out.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom would feed the folks that didn't have food.
Wow.
When people left the plantation, ran away, and Master asked Tom, where they at, Tom?
Man, you a preacher.
Tom like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't seen them.
Come on.
He was giving them their provisions to get up out of there. You see what I'm saying? So people don't understand that. So yeah, I'm Uncle Tom, goddamn it.
Watch out.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the way this is, they figure you black, you know, you working for the white man and y'all police, and we was talking about this on the way actually up here to Indy about people wondered it was a conversation about the first police officers being the slave catchers. And I said that's not true. They've had law enforcement and police in every civilization for tens of thousands of years. You go back to the African civilization in different African countries, they had, you know, they were either like the Pharisees, the soldiers for the Pharisees or the Sadducees. They had tribal leaders who had what we would call police. They might not be named police, but they had the same job description. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's always been. So we can't say that because you're a police, you're a black police, you're a sellout. It's always been this. The slave traders and the slave catchers wasn't ordained by government. They were private citizens, hired by private citizens to catch their property.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Not ordained by law, they weren't deputized by a sheriff, or they weren't government employees.
But let me ask you something, Brother Rashid. Do you think though that black officers lose their identity with the weight of the badge?
I think some do, and I believe early in my career I did. Early in my career I did, because you want to fit in. When you go to work, you know you have those cats that look at you down and they looking to see how you going to treat another black person. And I gotta admit, sometimes I wasn't right. When I first started this, I was not right. Like I didn't know. I didn't navigate and get to this point. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was victimized as a kid by the police, and a lot of people ain't victimized. They living vicariously through other people's experiences, right? But yeah, I didn't know how to identify. I was trying to find myself in this business, right? And I did shit I had no business doing. And I'm sure I did victimize black folk.
Wow.
I know I did.
That's deep.
You know, I know I did. And I've come full circle now because I don't play the guitar now. I'm going to say this, like you said earlier, F around and find out. Don't get it twisted because I'm a brother. I'm gonna give you a break.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give, if you white, black, other, if you not, if it's something, it's some movement or bending I can do, I will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I had a situation here in Indiana being a police officer where I caught a white boy with 4 pounds of weed, locked him up. His mother and father were very influential. The charges got dropped. The arrest never showed up.
Wow.
But he give a brother, 5 years for a dime bag back then.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I'm out here trying to, lock up white folks in lieu of that because that's happened. But I'm cognizant of if I can get this brother a break, yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. You got a dime of weed, man. Pour that shit out and get out of here, man.
See, we different. State is different, bro. Anything you do. We even got a new law now. Well, not a law, it's our new policy. If we stop you and you driving on suspension, first offense, that's automatic arrest. Normally that's just a ticket.
Whoa.
Yeah. Normally that's a ticket. I don't agree with it because what happened to me.
Right.
I don't agree with it, but I got a job I got to do.
Right.
And the funny thing about it is when I do lock these brothers and sisters up, white or black, I let them know straight up, hey, I got to take you to jail first offense. I don't agree with it, but it's my job.
Right.
And guess what they do? I respect it, officer.
Right.
I respect it.
Right.
Shoot, like I said before, you treat everybody the same way you want your people to be treated.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Well, you keep effing up. I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my job. But the way of the bad, and what you said earlier about do some black officers lose their way? I seen it. And what you said, Rashid, I get it, but I never lost I went in this with the mindset I want to be different. That's why I went into it. Because I know people go through stuff. I see with my family, we all got a family member that always getting this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We probably was one F up away being locked up ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
All of us.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So I go into it with that mindset, but at the end of the day, man, I still got a job I got to do, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Still
get it.
got a job I got to do.
I get
now,
it.
see, policing is different from highway patrol. We strict.
Right.
We strict. We very strict, bro. Y'all be a little bit more lenient. So what you said about you can let them go with a dime bag or a little piece of thing,
Yeah.
but we can't do that.
What?
We be under investigation.
See, but it's good that you say that because people need to know what you can and can't do.
Exactly.
So they don't think that.
And I
man,
have
you can
people do that. When I do stop them for driving on suspension, I let them know on the rest. They're like, seriously? I just gonna get a ticket and you just towed my car? I'm like, not with us, bro.
See,
I say maybe with a state or a county, but I mean with a city or county, but with state, nah, bro, you got to take that ride.
yeah, and that's important. And that's, I'm glad you broke that down. That's important because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But that's just South Carolina. I don't know how it is
No,
in
it
Georgia.
might
So
be.
if you come to
Listen.
South Carolina, just be on point.
State police is different all over. They got a legacy and a heritage.
Correct.
They do what they do. So, but I didn't know that. That's and I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But one thing I want y'all to pay attention to is not just the weight of the badge, but the weight of the black man who sees the badge.
Word.
Okay, so we talking about black families, number one, black fathers, and black and brown people who are incarcerated, that are the most incarcerated in prison right now. So when you look at the statistics and you look at this black man, and now he has another black man, which he probably has been fatherless.
Yeah. Majority.
And now he's looking at a black man trying to give him authority. Now that's a serious problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So in that process, man, I think that's where, I sometimes extend the grace, because they look up and they say, man, here's a black man that I'm not used to taking authority from, period. And now he's telling me what to do. And usually it's in front of the family or a situation. And that's why I said, even in the worst of circumstances, I'm always trying to make you feel like a man, even though I gotta arrest you, I can still leave your dignity with you and not just take it from you and let you feel less than, because like you said, man, that stuff will come back around. And how you treat somebody can come back.
I had a guy one time, he told me, I appreciate this trooper. He knew he had to go to jail. His wife and daughter was in the car, his kids. I told him, I said, hey man, look, I'm gonna talk to your wife, let her know what's going on. I'm not gonna lock you up in front of your kids. I'm gonna wait till they leave and then I put the cuffs on you. I don't want your daughter to see that. And he really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just that image, man. He's a black man. You don't want that image of his own child seeing his own father getting cuffed.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm conscious of that, man.
Yeah. And then you have another generation hating police.
Yeah.
Because they see what you did to my father.
Yeah.
They don't understand that their daddy was wrong.
Exactly.
Because daddy ain't never wrong.
Exactly.
Right? But that's big. And I've had to do that.
Yeah.
I've had to, and I said, look, man, you respect me, I'm gonna respect you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't give me no problems. This is how we gonna handle it.
Yeah.
You know, and many times as I got older, I've come to that mindset, Dre. As I got older, I come to that mindset to say, man, I'm not going to disrespect this man or this woman in front of their family and their kids.
Right.
You know, and I think that that should be taught. Honestly, they teach de-escalation, but that right there should be, and that has never been. That's just something that you do yourself. You picked up on your own, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they're not teaching that, but they should.
And that's why when you move up this ladder as chief, you say, Brother Dre, I need you to have this class.
I might need transfer to Atlanta, man.
On deactivation, and just
chief.
Can you still lift someone up even while you are locking them up?
That's right.
And you be surprised at the individuals that will still see you out later on and will thank you for not disrespecting them in a situation.
Word.
I mean,
That's right.
and it does become deep, man, when you see brothers' eyes and how they kids still look up, because like you said, man, that's a whole nother episode in itself. A generation of youth that hate the police and disrespect the police just based on what they've seen.
That's right.
And the weight of the badge also, man, when you do lock up a young brother, sister, black or white, whatever, and you in that patrol car, educate them, talk to them.
Always got to.
It's already a stressful situation for them and you. Just talk to them. I had a situation when one time, young man, two situations. First situation, locked this guy up for DUI. He was upset, crying. You know, I was talking to him in the patrol car. Hey, man, look, just make this a life lesson.
That's right.
You know, don't mess it up, man. You're going to learn from this, hopefully. If you just learn from this, bro. So when he came to court, Asked how he plead. The judge asked him how he plead. He said, "I'll be honest with you. The trooper was so nice to me. I'm pleading guilty."
Wow.
Second instance. Second instance, right?
He about price smacked him.
That was also truth serum.
Yeah, lawyer to face it.
I cannot lie.
Second instance,
It was
right?
so nice.
I had a young man. He go to South Carolina State University, right? I didn't know it at the time, but it was doing homecoming. Stopped him. Saw he had a open container in the center console, right? Wrote him a citation for that. Didn't know at the time that this goes on his record. So when we went to court, I was going to go forward with it, but I was talking to him. I said, hey, let me ask you a question. What's your classification? At this time, it's like February. He said, I'm a senior, so we're graduating in May.
Okay.
I said, you know what?
Senior high school or college?
Senior college, South Carolina State University.
Okay.
HBCU. I said, I bet. I said, check this out. This is my graduation gift to you. I said, don't fuck it up.
Right.
I said, I'm dropping this ticket.
Wow.
I said, because I know you graduating and it's going to be hard for you to find a job, especially as a black man, with that's on your record.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm dropping this.
Okay.
That's big.
And he appreciated it.
So he does have a heart.
I have a heart, man.
He said, I'm locking everybody, their mama, their brother, the little sister, the 10-year-old driving a Hot Wheel. They all getting. I'm like, hold on, man. X, brother X. It's me, brother X, and brother Dre. It's brother.
I do have a heart, people.
Give me some. It's brother Dre, man. It's me, man. It's me.
I do have a heart, but I can work with you, man. Like I said, when I lock you up, I'm gonna educate you too.
Right.
You're gonna talk.
Yeah, and you have to.
Yeah.
Man, I had a kid. Man, I went to a domestic. The kid was tearing up the house, terrorizing his mom.
Right.
But he didn't respect his mom. His mom had more than all these men in and out the house. So he had the newest guy trying to play daddy. Little dude wasn't having that. Like, you ain't my daddy. So, Dad, what you talking about, right? So I'm talking to the young cat. And he was like, F you. I hope you die. And I was like, yo, little dude.
Wow.
And I said, I love you, man. He said, listen, instantly.
That's all he needed.
He said, don't say that. I said, my brother, I love you, man.
Yeah, that's deep.
I said, you want to see me dead? I want to see you dead. I love you.
Yeah.
I hugged his brother. His brother melted in my arm. Little dude. Melted in my arm. I ain't never got another call to that house.
Right.
Wow.
Melted in my arm. But he needed, because he had no dad. He got all these men in and out the house. He don't know.
Yeah.
And mom's doing what she got to do. Not judging moms. I don't know what mom's situation is. Mom's doing what she doing. But they got to understand these kids see everything.
They see everything, bro. You think they don't see it, they see it, bro.
Everything. And young men don't respect that shit.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
So let me ask you this, the way of the badge. How has this affected your family? Both of you brothers are married. You got kids, right? So how does this affect your family?
Oh, for me, man, it's deep because my wife is a police officer.
Oh,
so you talking about double weight?
Oh,
so balancing out situation out, and when you end up in future episodes when you hear from my daughter and my wife, my daughter just talk about not just the weight of a police officer and what he has to deal with, but then the weight of a black father, raising his daughter as a single black male. So just in that process. And then when my beautiful wife came along, and together, it's like we got to try to make the load light for each other. Because she will see the tension or the issues or the stress or the nonsense that happens with the badge. And what's interesting, when you hear a call, because we both work within the city of Cincinnati, and you hear this call that comes out, and this call says officer needs assistance. You first thing you thinking, man, is this my wife? Is that my wife? I mean, you don't want it to be anybody, but then you sitting back going, oh man, that's her area. That's the beat. So it's just that process of, making a phone call and knowing. So that process is heavy. But when we get off work, we had a vow and a promise that we take this stuff off before we come in the house. And so we make sure that you set safe boundaries of environment. Now, if you need to detox and talk about stuff, we usually talk about it while we on the job.
Yeah, but when you home,
on the way. But when I'm home,
See,
we tend to relax on that.
And before you go, my brother, that's huge, because a lot of us don't have that. I can't tell my wife or talk to my wife about the job because I remember showing her a video of something one day and I was actually in good shape. She just busted out crying. So I made a pledge to myself at that point, I'll never do that again.
Right.
So if she sees me come in down, she wants to talk and I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So that might be something that it would, you know, when you retire, my brother, and you start doing some stuff out here, that actually is needed because women, spouses, let me say spouses of police, whether it be men or female, need to understand a certain portion of that, right?
Correct.
So that is something that's needed. So I know we got off topic with that, but that is awesome. Yeah.
Right.
But real quick with yours.
Well, real quick with me, with me, the weight of the family, with the badge for my family, they love it. They brag about me being a state trooper.
Right.
My aunts, my uncles, my wife, kids, everything. The only person that had the power of it was my dad. God bless the dead.
Right.
Yeah, that's it, man. But other than that, everybody proud of me.
Yeah.
Check that out.
We got a little bit more time, so we'll keep it.
But can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Said you saw the video of your wife, right?
Yeah.
That happened to me. I just got in a foot chase last month. Yeah, my fourth one. Y'all peeked at me. But,
yeah.
Hey, he's 4-0, y'all.
4-0, baby.
4-0.
Yeah, so I showed it to my wife. I didn't think much of it, but when I tackled the guy, a gun came out. And when she saw that, she became upset. You know, in my mind, I ain't tripping. I'm like, yo, this is an everyday thing. This is a rerun, baby.
Well,
it's like Family Matters, man.
Only 4 times, though.
Yeah, but only 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. But yeah, it's just a rerun, baby.
Yeah.
But I'm like, she was tripping. She's like, you didn't see that gun? I said, after the fact, I said, why? Talking about, you weren't scared he's going to use it? Like, I wasn't thinking about it. So after that, I said, you know, I ain't showing her nothing else, man.
Yeah.
I know that weighed on her.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna stop showing her the videos. I honestly didn't think much of it.
Yeah, and that's the way of the badge as well, because doing what you can and can't divulge, or what you should or shouldn't divulge.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
because my family and I also, like my niece wants to be in forensics, so I kind of show her some of the gruesome stuff. She loves it, right?
Yeah.
She eats that up, but some stuff I wouldn't show them. You know, I got a foul mouth, and if I chase you and I catch you, you make me run, and I'm fat and it's hot. You get
cussed out,
you
bro.
Get cussed out.
Right.
In fact, I caught a guy from Inter Auto Suspects. I chased him through the Walmart parking. I was dog tired, but I seen all these people watching. I said, "No, I'm getting him. I ain't no way.
Yeah.
I'm not
Somebody
coming
video you right now. Right?
Ain't no way I'm coming back empty-handed."
Right.
And I called Buddy, had him on the ground. Got him. I'm cussing him out. And before my chain of command saw the video, they said, "Hey, you gonna get it? We probably get an attaboy for that. You gonna get a certificate for that." We've been trying to get this guy, and I was like, "Yeah." I thought to myself, "Nah, y'all gonna hear this, and I'm gonna have a problem." And they looked at that. They just looked at me and just shook their head, and said, "Nah, we can't do nothing with you on that." Good job, though. You know what I'm saying? But I was raw with it, baby, raw.
Right.
And then I had to walk his ass across. He was like, "You want to put him in the car?" I said, "Nah. Everybody saw him running. They gonna see him walking back to the scene too, right?"
Perp walk.
Yeah, perp walk.
Yeah,
Gotta get up, man. Gotta do it. So, hey, DJ, how much more time we got? We got a few more things we want to talk about. We got a few more minutes, man.
Check that out. Well, let's listen to this. You talk about the weight of the badge. Do you see that that it can be so heavy that you feel like you live in 2 lives? That here's the one life as an officer, and then another life as you come home, and actually to the public when you out. So is the badge ever off? That's it. So if it's the weight that's heavy, is the badge ever off? Because I don't think it is. Even at the restaurant, you know, just earlier today, we were sitting back. You said, "Dre, you got my back."
That's right.
You know, make sure you got the view of what's going on.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
yes, we scanning the room, just trying to enjoy a meal. So for me, I don't think that's like you said, the PTSD from it. It's heavy. Even when I retire, is the weight off? Maybe from the interaction, but I'm always gonna have the weight on me.
Yeah, and for the rest of your life, you go, because you've been built to that, right? You've been built to that. So, I can't go to concerts a lot. My wife enjoys concerts, comedy shows, and things like that. But I have to really decompress before I can go, because I never really enjoy. I'm like looking, you know. I took her and her sister out for her birthday. Me and my wife went, and I'm the bodyguard, because I'm not getting comfortable. I'm not getting drunk. I'm watching around.
Right.
You know, I'm like, yo, what's this? Me and my wife went on a cruise. We was in Belize.
Smiling too.
We was in Belize, and cats were running around wanting to touch her hair and braid her hair, and I had a couple of beers. Yeah, so I'm at the bar and hey brother, enjoy our local beer. I'm like, cool. I smashed it. That'd be $50. I said, man, Out of here. You be 50,
Right.
No, you pay for all. That's why I ain't pay for all. Ain't nothing. That's I'm paying for mine. I'm getting out of here. So I paid for it. I look out. She's shopping. She's shopping, picking up stuff, and I'm watching all these folks.
Gucci, Louis, what?
Everything.
Oh,
everything.
man.
Chewy and Louis, all that. So I'm watching folks. All the interests are blocked. Brothers from Belize, and they're watching us. And they're creeping in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yo. And I feel the beer's like, I said, I said, hey, babe, it's time to go. I just want to get one more thing. I said, babe, it's time to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she oblivious. She don't know what, and I see it happening.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, we out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because and so will the badge ever come off? No.
No.
It will never come off because that's why you live so long to be able to retire.
Right.
Because of that you built. So
Right.
you know.
And it's funny you say that, Dre, because when you said it first, I was like, man, yeah, the badge come off, bro. Man, at home, I ain't thinking about this. But when you broke it down, I'm like, yeah, when I'm at the restaurant, I got to make sure my back's to the wall. I got to get the front entrance. I got to see what's going on. When I'm at the movie theater, I always got to sit at the edge. I can't sit in the middle.
Okay.
I can't sit. I got to be at the edge all the time just in case it go down.
Right.
When I'm driving, my wife would tell you, bro, I be looking at people's car, he ain't got no seatbelt.
See what I'm saying? Exactly.
That red light.
Yeah.
I catch myself, man.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So you're right, man. The badge never come off, man. The badge never comes off.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
Right.
I tell my wife all the time too. I'm always policing something, and I always gotta have that thing with me too.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what
most
I'm saying?
definitely.
Y'all, man, I gotta figure out if I'm wearing joggers. I'm like, man, where am I put this thing at?
Right.
I ain't going nowhere without it.
I feel nigga because I ain't got mine. I was on the plane, bro.
We got it. We got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. I know y'all got it.
Black Shield.
Yeah, for
Black
sure.
Shield,
Right?
baby.
You all right, baby. Trust me. You all right.
You gonna be good, man.
That's it.
You gonna be good. So what I will say, I guess another question is, you know, in your I guess give both of you briefly, maybe one or two scenarios where you've been called Uncle Tom.
Oh man, I had one time. I stopped a guy for speeding. He was wanted. He had a warrant. I took him to jail. He told me, man, you just stopped me for a black man. I said, hold on, time out, bro.
Yeah,
Hold on. You ain't running that game on me, bro. This ain't the time. Me and you the same color, bro. I say that for somebody else, bro.
Right.
Your ass is wanted. And you was going 75 in a 45. That's why I originally stopped you.
Okay.
Right.
That's
So
a
I said,
wrap.
hey man, take responsibility. You know you was driving dirty.
That's right.
All right, so take that black man stuff to somebody else, bro. It ain't working over here. I say that all on camera too. I ain't care.
Right.
And secondly, man, old lady tried to run that game on me. Old black lady. Oh, y'all police too? I'm like, man, you drunk. Take you to jail for DUI. Take responsibility, man. How are your grandkids like to see you going to jail?
Right.
You're 65 years old.
Right. Right.
Come on,
Right.
man.
Take responsibility.
Yeah, what you got, Dre? I know you got something interesting.
Oh, most definitely. What you got to realize too, they sit back and tell you, man, you a sellout nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You a sellout nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you sit back, you working for the white man.
Yeah, that word hurt.
You know, and you sit back and say, man, you don't understand how ignorant you sound.
Yeah.
Because I want you to imagine an entire police force all white. And I said, tell me what I've done to offend you. And he said, oh, well, you didn't do anything. I said, so you been taught to say that. Say, because you don't even know who I am. I said, so just because you sag in your pants, just because you look a certain way, just because you got your head napped out, I said, are you a nigga?
Word.
He said, man, I get it. So, you know, those optics are always going to be in your face, no matter what. You cannot satisfy everybody.
Right, right.
Word.
I had one. It's just kind of a little funny. I told you I'm a colorful speaking guy, right?
Yeah.
So I put a guy. He's on a bicycle in the middle of traffic, and I get him. Man, you gotta observe the rules of the road like vehicles. When you in a roadway, I guess they're gonna bleep this. Fuck you, nigga. And I said, fuck you, nigga. And I was like, hey, have a good day, sir. I didn't do nothing.
Right.
I turned my camera off and rolled off. And like, I hope they don't look at that one.
Hey, off subject question. I want to ask you a question, man. Y'all wear body cameras, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So when you put the blue light on, it goes back 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all ever got caught singing?
Yes.
I got caught singing what's the new edition? Stay in the Rain one time, man, while doing the Travis stuff. Man, they
You
be
the high
clowning
note
me.
and everything?
Yeah, man.
Man.
Off key like a mofo, bro.
I was gonna say I want to hear it again man, right now. You know, if you doing it like that, let me see what it's like. But it's all good.
I got caught talking crazy about a supervisor, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking crazy, lit him up, and forgot. I got wrote up because when I saw this thing come in, talking about he wanted to see my body. I'm like, God damn it.
Right.
So yeah, that's things you got to be cognizant of. We just don't know, we don't know. Hey, listen, thank y'all for joining us for the Black Shield on Andre the Beast Creighton show. This is Rashid, the Light Lyford,
Brother Dre, Curse Breakers 300,
and your boy Ernest Excalibur Miller. You know.
Yay.
Peace.
Peace.